Welcome to my world. I suspected she was having an affair. Little things, for instance, when I kissed her, she'd go, "Ugh, get off, you're not nice as Phil." Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world. Filled with you and more.
Harry Hill starts Friday, 10:30 on 4.
This week on Wanted, 3 teams are on the run again, trying to keep a step ahead of our trackers. The runners could be hiding anywhere, up there, in here, or they could have given them the slip completely. So join in the hunt, Wanted, Sunday at 6:30 on 4, live.
Run the floor with 4.
Welcome to 24/7 at the beginning of what is not only a long weekend for you lot out there, but also for this lot over here, because Monday is Memorial Day. Here in New York, that's often an excuse for half the population to get right out of town, and with them this time, there could be a few Knicks players. That's right, we're down to the Final 4, and this is how it all figures out in today's show. Our featured action today, Game 2 of the Western Final, as the Houston Rockets travel to Utah. In Hoopology, Dave Lewis relives the great Boston and LA Laker rivalry. They say offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So Jamie takes a look at D in the anatomy of evil. The Gaucho Club in New York was home to a whole roster of great NBA players, and Dave's not one of them. The MVP award delivered to the mailman. And there's a final chance to win a trip to the 1997 All-Star Game in our competition. Scoop Jackson's down in Salt Lake City for that Rockets-Utah clash, but first, here's a reminder of what happened in the semi-finals.
Underneath, left hand hang in the air, spinner off the glass. Michael Jordan, yes sir. Fires again. He can take over a ball game. Ball away from 3. Stockton, Russell, Malone! Malone inside! Makes a pass, backs up, 15-footer. Good! Available! Stockton, Malone, hammered up! Outside, Maloney for 3. Got it!
If you don't know my name by now, you'll remember it. Matt Maloney.
Maloney for 3. 26 for Matt Maloney.
Who's the best in the West in this here ball game? Nothing's lame. Matter of fact, both teams, they're the same. Yo, wait, hold up, no, I'm bugging. Snap, they're not the same at all, yo. Houston, rings. Hakeem got 2. Mario Elie, 2. Clyde Drexler got 1. And Charles Barkley, he rolled into Houston to get a ring. You know, diamond shop. Utah, no rings. Nada. Zilch. Nothing. Matter of fact, last couple of years, they've been labeled as choke artists. The series jumped off here in Utah on Monday. And yo, this is what happened. Peep it.
Howard Isley left side. Left top to 1 second. Split the defenders. Go to the hoop. Spin it on the glass. Score. What a shot. What a move. Pass over by Stockton. Stockton in a hurry. Stockton up top. Stockton to the free throw line. He backs it out. Gives the Karl Malone to the hoop. Score. Stockton to Malone. 3 seconds. Stockton, 1 second fire, a 40-footer. He got it. He got it. John Stockton. Jazz lead by 9 at the half. Maloney, yo-yo, wide left over to Clyde Drexler behind Olajuwon. Olajuwon rolls to the hoop. Hammered up. Stockton left to right. Stock pulls up. Fakes Maloney. Leaping lane. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound tipped over by Anderson to Foster. 18-footer. Good. Greg Foster off the glass. By Barkley drives in and feeds back in the right corner to Russell for three. Shot no good. Shannon Anderson, what a rebound. Score the bucket. Shannon Anderson.
Utah, no joke. Believe the hype. Malone, MVP. John Stockton, still rocking the hot pants. As they say here in Utah, we ain't going out no more, no more. We ain't going out, no.
Bust it!
The drive, blocked by Akeem. Olajuwon, a great 360 and a slam dunk.
Drexler with a three. Got it! Clyde on the glide. Not there. Malone whips it down.
The mailman with a surprise delivery.
Malone rocks the rim.
Payton blocked by Stockton.
Stockton. What a pass to Cole! 20 for three. It's good. Hornacek has gone mad.
Bam! Right off the top, you got 5 of the NBA's top 50 ball players playing in this game. Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, O1 Houston, and of course, Stockton and Malone here. Extra, watch out for my man Jeff Hornacek. He's gonna light it up, probably the most dangerous player on the court. Now, Charles Barkley sucked in the last game. I can say that because I love Charles. Watch for Charles to regroup, get his game back on, and serve it to him real hard. My prediction, upset, Houston.
Rockets have won 11 of their last 16 playoff games on the road, so they know how to win away from home on the road. As Olajuwon, with his first shot, is an air ball, and here come the Jazz down, trailing by 3 with a minute and a half going by. Stockton gets us the rebound, and here's Karl Malone, and he hits. So Malone now 1 for 2, gets his first basket.
Once again, the second shot attempt. That was a surprising thing in game 1. Houston's ability to only get 10, and then Utah with 15.
And a deflection, Malone got a piece of Maloney's shot, and now the Jazz. Hornacek, you got to get him in a hurry because he'll get catch and shoot. Ostertag misses with Olajuwon defending, and it's still Utah ball. Very precision offense, kind of a throwback to the late 60s and early 70s. You don't see that much in the NBA. That's the way the Utah Jazz run their play.
Everything with Utah, according to Jerry Sloan, is execution first. We do not play one-on-one basketball.
3 seconds on the shot clock, and Hornacek gives it up. You don't often see that by the Utah Jazz.
He wants to clear it.
And Eris Foster has a tough assignment against Hakeem, who misses the baseline shot.
Got himself caught a little bit too deep that time behind the board. He did not have a good look at that rim.
Eris Foster, who scored all 9 of his points in a 4-minute span in the second quarter, including a 3-point basket on Monday. Stockton gets a step on Malone, leaving Malone open and is put through by Brian Russell. Maloney was beaten, and Brian Russell, who really had a breakout year for the Utah Jazz, ties the game, and that is the 5th offensive rebound for the Jazz.
Now, Brian Russell's given him 13 a game in these 9 playoffs. You've got to pay attention to him.
Drexler gets the layup, and we didn't see any of that in game 1.
No, see, Drexler, he settled in game 1 for all perimeter shots. That's there for him. He can take Russell, he can take Shandon Anderson to the glass, and what you like to see is him get fouled and get on the line.
John Stockton coming around the screen, ties it up, and with 5:15 remaining in the first quarter. Stockton now with 4 points. Malone leading the Jazz with 6.
Well, if you're going to follow on a screen and roll, John Stockton will be open all night in the middle of the floor.
Here is Hakeem from outside, and Olajuwon picking up where he left off with 8 points, although he did go empty in the latter stages of the fourth quarter. He's got 8 points, and the Rockets regain the lead.
They're playing three-man basketball. Hornacek, Stockton, and Malone. The other two guys are opposite high.
And here's Foster getting three-point happy. He hit one last night, then took another one. And Jerry Sloan had to be shaking his head, and now he misses one from downtown again.
Clyde just took a nasty spill that time on that pass.
And from the corner, Drexler misses. Stockton gets the rebound. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Hornacek with a catch and shot. Misses from 3, and here's Maloney pushing it up for the Houston Rockets, and he gets the basket. Matt Maloney now with 5 points, and now the Rockets lead by 4.
Anytime Ostertag is out of the lineup, you can take the ball right to the rim here. You don't have to be worrying about shot blocking.
And Karl Malone with an off-balance shot, but there is Stockton again. Malone going in for the layup, and it's tipped up by Foster. Let's see who gets credit for the basket. It will be Greg Foster.
Now that is John Stockton's second offensive rebound in this quarter.
3:40 to go, and despite the big edge off the glass for the Jazz, the Rockets lead by 2. Here is Maloney penetrating, and only white shirts underneath, so the Rockets get back defensively. The Jazz looking to tie it up, and Hornacek's pass off the hands of Foster. We have a 3-on-2 break, broken up by Hornacek.
Great play.
Great anticipation by Jeff Hornacek.
4-on-2.
And Hornacek open for the jumper, ties the game once again. We have had 6 ties in this first quarter and a timeout. 4th team foul against the Rockets. It was charged to Clyde Drexler. Hornacek. And Foster gets the rebound again. So another offensive rebound. That's 8 here in the first quarter. We have under a minute and a half remaining with the Utah Jazz trailing by 5 to the Rockets. Brian Russell makes it a 2-point game. Russell with the first 3-pointer of the game for either team.
He's just had an outstanding playoff so far. That's his 3rd make of the year in the playoffs. He's 13 for 42.
Sedale 3 misses from the perimeter. Rebound by Malone. That's 5 rebounds for the mailman. Under a minute remaining in the first. And a 2-point lead for the Rockets. Isley misses for 3. Malone gets another offensive rebound. And the Jazz are really destroying the Houston Rockets off the offensive glass. 9 offensive boards.
And it's staggering because they're still ahead by 2.
Brian Russell working against Mario Elie. Very tough defender, but that doesn't affect Russell, who hits a 2 to tie the game at 23.
Very tough shot.
So the Jazz quickly erase a 5-point deficit with 13 on the shot clock and 20 remaining in the quarter. Olajuwon moves into Foster. Misses the layup. Foster with a good body defense there.
Yeah, he anticipated him going baseline. It could have been an offensive foul.
Playing for the last shot of the quarter, Howard Isley from Boston College. Very reliable backup point guard. And Isley gets it in to Malone, and a foul is called at the buzzer. No time showing, but a Rocket foul. A little more than 3.5 minutes have elapsed here in the second quarter. Good rotation by the Utah Jazz. Willis in the paint over Carr. Throws up a wild shot. Utah's defense in the half court has been terrific so far. And here is a great play by Chris Morris, who was a part-time starter last year along with David Benoit, now coming off the bench and getting a spectacular basket to give the Jazz their biggest lead of the game. Barkley muscling in against Foster. Misses. Barkley 0 for 2 from the field. And spotting up and missing this time is Morris, but Foster gives the Jazz another chance. He goes outside and hits it.
Why not? He's feeling good. He helped break open this game in the second quarter in game one, coming in and getting 9 quick points.
Timeout called by the Rockets, and the Jazz with a 10-point lead. They're on a 12-2 run as Carr made both of his free throws. So the Rockets, they can't blame the fatigue of the 7-game series in this game. They continue to struggle. Mario Elie, however, hits a 3 from the corner to cut the lead to 7.
Well, you'd like to see Elie, Matt Maloney, and also Barkley come out of the shell and start knocking down the threes. And then Clyde Drexler, who's been attempting 7 threes a game in the playoffs, they've got to start making them from the perimeter.
Elie, a 50% shooter from three-point territory in the playoffs. Here is Morris on a pass from Anderson, and Chris Morris, who played his first 7 years with the Nets, but was in the playoffs 3 years. A lot of people didn't think the Nets got in the playoffs that many times.
Look, this is a guy who started for the Nets, average over 13 points a game, and here he's lucky when he gets minutes with the second unit.
5:40 to go. Barkley goes in and gets the basket as Morris goes down, and the crowd upset with the non-charging call, as you might expect with Charles Barkley right in the middle of it. Barkley, that was his first basket, by the way, of the game.
Now, keep an eye on this now. Right now, they're looking for a flop. Eddie Rush has been around a lot of years, and he's not going to give you that. He wants that guy to run right through your chest.
Here's John Stockton with a runner in the lane, and it will drop for him. It was Hakeem Olajuwon who accused Karl Malone of flopping in what was a widely circulated story after game one, Hubie.
I like the statement. If you're going to be the MVP of the league, you must be legitimate. And he said there can be no flopping. Flopping is not in the rules, so it is cheating, and you don't cheat at playoff time.
Cannot argue with Hakeem, who has the rule book in his back pocket, if he had a pocket. And illegal defense called against the Utah Jazz, and that is the first violation against Utah tonight.
First half was about 3 things: intensity, horrible shooting, and horrible refereeing. Bad. It got to change in the second half, yo. Quick.
This is Metz. It's now in the UK. 5.4%. It has pure filtered schnapps in it. That's why I drink it.
You're wondering why I'm wearing this mask. Well, that's my business, not yours.
Let's get on this one. Come on, Gran. Come on, go without you. Dad, it's closed.
Oh, well, fish and chips then. Can't give it away, can you?
Is anything open?
Come on, let's go to the pictures.
Oh, I've had enough of this. Nothing's open. Where's Gran?
Come on, Mum. Leave the toy boys alone. We've got to get the train.
You skinflint. You knew you weren't going to spend anything. We're going for a slap-up meal, and it's all on you. Come on.
NatWest has cash machines in all the places you'd expect.
Thank you very much. I'll take that.
And some you wouldn't.
Ad men are always on at me to liven up my advertisements for John Smith's Extra Smooth Bitter.
They don't think it's enough to talk about its extra smooth taste.
What we need's a bit of action, Jackie. They just don't get it, do they? Well, I told them straight. No gimmicks, no dancing ladybirds, and definitely no penguins. Just me in a pub with a pint of John Smith's Extra Smooth. Pure silk in a glass. So if this is a bit dull, you can blame me.
Cut it. That was nice, Jack.
So you're going to put the pub background in afterwards?
Yeah, that's right, Jack. Yeah, we're going to put it in later.
Thin legs, big heads, wide screens.
Of course.
Now,
I am Cornelio.
they're gonna do America like it's never been done before. Beavis and Butthead Do America, the movie.
Blood on the Dance Floor, History in the Mix, the brand new album by Michael Jackson, out now.
You
said left.
Well, I meant right.
Well, why didn't you say right then?
Just take right.
So where's the restaurant?
I'm trying to get us there.
So you got that thing the right way up?
Yes, I have. There's a shortcut.
Shortcut. Brilliant.
Really, I'm sorry about this.
This is the last time I'm ever booking anywhere.
Why don't we eat round here somewhere?
Here?
How about over there? Rutherford, 9:30, table for two. Spirito di punto.
Till 5 p.m. Wednesday in Melbourne's Bank Holiday Spectacular, our Boston Oak Kitchen is less than half price with many other offers in store. For your nearest showroom, call 0800 123 321.
The home team got the lead. I was out with Rudy T last night, the coach of the Houston Rockets, and he said he believes in his team. Let's see if the team believes that they can win the way Utah believes they can beat them.
Drexler, screen and roll to Barkley, who gets the basket. And the Rockets trail by 5. Nearly 4 minutes gone by here in the third quarter.
It's nice to see them now. They're showing you more of their repertoire offensively other than just power basketball.
Stockton looking inside. 10 seconds as the announcement has to come from the public address system because the clock is out. And then in Karl Malone with a turnaround now with 15 points to go along with 11 rebounds. Remember, he had 21 points. And a lot of people expected Malone to score more than that in this game. Here is Olajuwon against Ostertag, and Hakeem now with 14. So Olajuwon, Barkley, and Drexler getting more into the scoring here in the third quarter.
Well, it's nice to see because they're showing you more opportunities, more continuity, more ball movement.
And Malone fouled in the lane. And Karl Malone asserting himself offensively, and the foul is against Barkley. The Rockets' big three of Olajuwon, Drexler, and Barkley have scored 12 of their 14 points here in this third quarter. And now they had 2 more for Hakeem, who has 16 points. So Hakeem, who had 30 in game 1, brings the Rockets to within.
Well, you know, their fans have been waiting for this. They've been waiting for the explosion.
And they have awakened in the second half of game 2. Here is Hornacek, unable to shoot over Ellie. Ellie, a very fine defender. There's the 10 seconds, and Hornacek going inside to feed Ostertag, travels. Greg Ostertag, and again, 7-2, and Jerry Sloan appealing to Ed Rush.
Now, Jerry Sloan is challenging the travel call. Now, keep an eye on him right there. Now, he misses that one, and that was a loose ball, and I agree with Jerry Sloan. You know, they all want to travel, but he went up. Right? The ball hit the backboard and the rim, part of the rim, so you can't say that he went up and came down with the ball.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Olajuwon, this is a very difficult turnaround. Looking for the foul, none called. Here is Stockton, goes low to Malone. Malone goes up and gets the basket. And now Malone's complaining. You're right, everyone is claiming their foul. You know what? I think I'm getting fouled.
Yeah, but in the NBA at playoff time, there are 10 fouls on every play. Come on, the referees have got to decide what's the foul tonight.
Gets a little tighter. 10 on the shot clock for Drexler. Up and under. Oh, goaltending called against Ostertag. And give the basket to Clyde Drexler, who has 7 of his 12 here in the third.
Now, the people in the building are all upset, but that ball hit the backboard. That's the reason why the call was made. And you cannot take the ball as it ricochets off the board. That was a bad percentage shot by Drexler, and Ostertag never should have even attempted. That ball had no prayer of going in.
So it's a 3-point game again. The Jazz lead. 10 on the shot clock. John Stockton looking up and seeing no 24-second clock, but he heard it from the PA announcer. Jeff Hornacek with his first from downtown. He was 1 for 3 from that range, and it's 66-60.
See, the test right now for Houston from now to the end of the game is the rotations. You cannot allow fatigue to enter in here.
And Drexler hits the long-range basket. So 3 for Drexler. That is his 3rd of the game. Randy Livingston cheering on his teammates. And the Jazz lead down to 3. Ellie on Hornacek, beating Stockton, who makes a great move, beating Maloney to the basket.
Yeah, that was 3-man basketball. That's that UCLA cut. Pass to the wing, cut off that high post back screen. Once again, Stockton runs it beautifully. He got inside of Maloney.
And here is Ellie trying to go to Barkley on a blind pass picked off by Hornacek. And the Jazz up by 5.
Hornacek's everywhere, Dick. He's made some great defensive plays.
Here's Ostertag. Oh, and he misses the stop.
Hold on, Jackie Neese right now blew the whistle, and it's going to be interesting what the call is. Offensive interference, okay.
And it was on Ostertag.
Yeah, now just keep an eye. This is a nice pass right into Stockton coming off that UCLA back screen.
Mario Ellie, nice block. It was Ostertag who got a piece, Barkley, and it is a basket, I believe. It counts.
Now just watch, for the right of your screen, look at that long reach. He gets a piece of it, and then Barkley just makes a nice move here. That is good, strong upper body strength.
Isley with a reach in, and Barkley now with 9 points. Though all the big 3 of the Rockets have scored 22 points this quarter after 18 in the entire first half, and it is a 2-point Utah lead.
No second shot attempts in this quarter for Utah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, well, it's amazing.
Hornacek with a runner from the baseline. But don't think coming close means you're going to take the lead. Not against this Utah team, because they know how to spread it out again.
Well, they shoot so well. And Hornacek and Stockton can make off-balance running shots.
Sedale Creed in the game as the backup point guard, matching Isley's replacement of John Stockton. And now the Jazz with a 4-point lead and the ball as we wind down to 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here is Brian Russell, goes behind. Wide open is Isley, and he's got it. Howard Isley with his first bucket of the game.
So you gotta like it. Isley comes in. He's a 44% shooter in threes during the playoffs, but he is not bashful.
Kevin Willis in the game with a hook. Malone getting the position over Charles Barkley. 13 rebounds for Karl Malone.
Come on, you got an advantage here. You got it because Barkley flopped.
Foster hitting from inside the arc. A 2-point basket for Greg Foster and a timeout. Howard Isley off a Malone screen hits. Isley with 5 points here in the third.
Isley reads the screen and rolls beautifully. He's not in a hurry. He takes his time, and if you go under, he steps back off that dribble, and he has a very soft shot.
Here's Barkley now working against Malone, and this rivalry heating up, and the block by Ostertag. And the block shot can really spark a team. Here is Foster going to the basket, lays it in. And the Utah bench, again, doing a number on the Houston Rockets. And the biggest lead of the game right now for Utah.
On one end, Foster blocks another shot. That's the second block in the last 2 minutes. And then he finishes.
Under a minute to go, 42 seconds to go, and the ball knocked away. Last touched by the Jazz, who have hit 11 of their last 12 shots.
Now watch Foster come right in here now. See, Foster and Ostertag are doing a terrific job. Now he goes right to the opposite corner, and he's got the ball, and has himself a nice stride to the hole.
And the Rockets with a couple of layup opportunities. Lose it out of bounds. And this crowd is in a fevered pitch right now with a half a minute remaining in the third quarter. The Rockets got it down to a 2-point game. But right now the Jazz up by their biggest margin, 13 points. Howard Isley, and he's fouled driving to the hoop. And 90-78, 12-point lead. Stockton double team, and Malone shooting over Barkley. And again, he can see very well over Charles Barkley. Malone now with 21.
You've been watching John Stockton closely. he's had a number of wide open shots, but he's moving the ball around to all of the other people.
Here's Clyde Drexler, and he is short on the three-point attempt. Rebound into the hands of Stockton, who needs only 2 rebounds for his first career triple-double. Malone on the turnaround. Drexler clear. 6:44 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The Jazz in front, 92-78. And Drexler misses. Houston squandering opportunities here. And
Jerry Sloan's calling a play. He told John, take it back out, high screen and roll. Malone and Stockton.
And Maloney stays with Stockton. Now they go inside baseline. Stockton with 5 seconds. Sandon Anderson misses. Antoine Carr follows. And look at Anderson. So right about his energy here.
Tonight, without a doubt, no exaggeration, Utah has missed 10 layups. Layups meaning shots within 3 feet of the basket.
12 on the shot clock. And a foul. 2-shot foul coming up. Olajuwon hits the jumper, so Hakeem still battling with 28, and not to mention, Hubie, the 10 block shots that the Jazz have had tonight in the interior defense.
Yeah, and that's out of character for them, because they're not really a big shot blocking team.
1:15 remaining. It's 190, a 10-point lead. And if you would say that the Jazz are a team that turns it over and makes mistakes, you'd say they have a chance. But there is screen and roll, run to perfection by Stockton and Malone Incorporated.
Yeah, you take that off your video and you bring it into the little guys who are just starting to learn how to play.
That's how to play.
Elementary, junior high school, that was just beautiful.
And Olajuwon tries to stuff in the air. I'll tell you, this entire Rocket team has to be frustrated with the way things have gone the first 2 games.
I said at the beginning of the game, Charles Barkley in the first game sucked. I can't say on TV what his game was today because we'll be taking off the air. Bottom line, you can't shoot under 40% in a game and expect to win against the Utah Jazz. I concede, the Jazz, they for real. They for real, real, real.
What we need to do is continue to try to win ball games and stay within what we're trying to do as a team. And we can't worry about what other people try to do. And that's basically it.
We're far from out this series. You know, the comfort zone can do wonders for you. And we usually run better at home and have a little more energy, you know.
Charles is a great player, and you're not going to stop him. You just want to try to contain him or whatever. But I look forward to playing Charles. And, you know, it's something I have to work on defensively because I feel if I can try to contain him somewhat, our guards don't have to rotate as much. I didn't expect us to come here and win 2. I thought we could get 1. We did not.
Does a loss like this take any belief out of?
Man, I got the utmost confidence in my guys, man. We love each other. If we're going to go down together, we're going to go down together. If we're going to win together, we win together. I believe in my guys, and I believe we're going to respond.
They did what they were supposed to do. And now we got to go home and do what we got to do.
This is what home court advantage is all about. Utah did exactly what they were supposed to do, protect their crib. Now, Houston, one word for y'all. Like my man Tupac would say, keep your head up.
Rangers, Celtic, Man United, Liverpool. Hey, great rivalries in the NBA have a history too. The players play the game like it's a war. Last one standing wins. Because in LA, nobody likes the Celtics. And in Boston, La La Land is for losers. During Boston's 16 championships, they faced the Lakers 10 times in the title game. And LA only won twice. Yikes! The first fist flew with Elgin Baylor and Jerry West trying to crack the Celtic mystique. The battles between Celtics big man Bill Russell and the Lakers' Wilt Chamberlain brought the rivalry to a fierce and more bitterly contested level.
No way should we have lost to Boston. Just no way. I mean, I still don't know how we lost to Boston. It's a mystery to me.
And the Celtics, they have done it again. A spectacular finish.
In 1979, Magic Johnson's team beat Larry Bird's bunch in the National College Championship. LA drafted the Magic Man, and Boston grabbed Larry Legend. And the LA-Boston rivalry was headline news again. Some say the NBA was saved. East, West, Black, White, Bird, Magic, Boston, LA. The 8th meeting of these great clubs came in 1984. For the 8th time, the Celtics, led by Bird's own Magic play, beat the Lakers.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions.
I told Larry Bird, the way you played in that series, the way you conducted yourself and the way you played made me proud to be a Celtic.
I had never lost in a situation like that. So that's the first time I actually had a chance to cry, you know, after the game and really say, man, that was my fault.
But Magic got revenge for all those earlier beatings at the hands of the Celts, taking the titles in 1985 and again in 1987.
5 seconds to go. Magic with a hook shot, scores with 2. The Lakers have won it.
Magic's just a great basketball player. He's the best I've ever seen.
Hey, don't wear green walking down the streets in Crenshaw, LA. And shut up about Showtime in Boston, if you want to stay healthy, that is.
And now the chance for you to win the basketball trip of a lifetime in our weekly competition. It's New York City, and our first prize sees you and a lucky companion being part of the 1998 All-Star event held at Madison Square Garden. It's where basketball stars come out to play. 2 places for the 2 runners-up is a week at one of 4 UK venues with a Nike European Basketball Camp, the perfect opportunity to hone your skills. And if you fancy taking on the cream of the NBA from your own home, each weekly winner receives a Sony PlayStation. Other weekly prizes see you going total NBA, you get a team vest, an NBA video, and an NBA team cap. Finally, each week, 10 runners-up will get a year's subscription to XXL, Channel 4's own extra large NBA magazine. So now it's as simple as this. What happens next? 1994, and the Indiana Pacers were at the Chicago Bulls, and the clock was running down. Derek McKee had the ball. Did he A, pass for a Miller jumper, B, pass for a Miller dunk, or C, shoot himself? Well, it was Miller to the rescue with option A, and a classic jump shot from Reggie to win the game. Encore, Mr. Miller, encore! Our weekly winner receives a Sony PlayStation and a chance for that trip. Now, the last question in this year's competition, the Detroit Pistons at the Boston Celtics in 1981. Larry the Legend Bird gets the ball with 4 seconds left. Does he, A, drive to the hoop for a layup, B, pump fake then shoot the jumper, C, pass to Parrish for a fadeaway jumper? 0891 24/7 24/7 is the number to call, but remember to ask permission first if it's not your phone. For the last time, good luck.
Soft drink is not a magic potion, a status symbol, or a badge that says who I am. It will not make me popular.
Wanna hang?
It will not make me run faster or jump higher. It will not make me more attractive to the opposite sex, though I wish it would.
You're beautiful.
If I need a badge, I'll become a security guard.
Welcome to the force,
If I need a
son.
refreshing drink, I'll obey my thirst. Image is nothing, thirst is everything. Sprite.
Engineered the Rover 600 to be a haven of calm and tranquility. And once experienced, it's never forgotten.
Welcome home, sir.
Nothing can give you a cool mental lift like Wall's Solero. Exotic fruit puree and creamy vanilla ice cream all in one. Now in the new citrus flavor, Wall's Solero, the Mind Cooler.
The man's a thief who witnessed a murder. Who's gonna believe him? The only thing more dangerous than the conspirators is the witness. You know who did it, don't you? So will you. Clint Eastwood. That's entirely unacceptable. Absolute power.
Somewhere out there, somebody's working to be the next Penny Hardaway, or the next Michael Jordan somewhere.
We're here in the Boogie Down Bronx to check out the Gauchos, a unique basketball program that teaches New York City kids mad b-ball skills and life skills. This is the club that has produced some of the best ballers in the NBA.
We have so many players in the NBA. You know, we have like John Sally, Ed Pinkney.
Gauchos coach Dave Jones spotted the talent of
Kenny Anderson.
Kenny was a great competitor. Mark Jackson hated to lose, like everybody else hated to lose.
Stephon Marbury.
When he was 10, he played like 12s and 13, so you could tell that he was eager and he really wanted to be better. Ron Strickland, he was a great competitor.
Jamal Mashburn.
I named him Smooth. You know, everybody called him Monster Mash and everything like that, but when he was like 12, he's done things so naturally, I called him Smooth. Chris Mullins, we have like a whole crew of guys.
All these NBA stars hone their mad skills at a young age in the Gauchos Biddy League.
Kid comes in here at 5 years old and goes up through the ranks. We have a 5 to 11-year-old program, and then we bring them to the mainstream.
First you have Pee Wee, which is 5 to 6.
My father brought me here when I was 4.
8 to 9 is Super Biddy.
Started like when I was like Super Biddy.
12 is Biddy.
Yeah, I started out playing biddies.
Midgets are 14 years old.
As I got better, I played midgets.
Junior 16, and when you're 18 years old, you reach the senior level.
Get 3 lines under the basket. Let's go, 3 lines. 1 here, 1 in the middle, 1 on the baseline.
The Gauchos specialize in teaching kids the fundamentals of basketball, crucial in the development of a future NBA star.
And we have like the old skills, you know, we have like the dribbling between the cones with the basketball.
Pick your passes up.
Jump shot drills, layup line drills, we do just about everything.
The way he screams at us is like, you gotta play hard or you're just gonna sit down for the rest of the game. A little faster, let's go! Even though he screams at you, it's like meaning something to you though. Because he's like teaching you things. Come on, let's go, stretch out.
Fred Neal and Dave Jones, they're good coaches, man.
The Gauchos know that getting into the NBA is a major long shot. Education is priority number 1.
And now we're talking about you going to college and someone giving you a $40,000 a year scholarship. And when you get out on that next level, it gets tough as you go up. They want to know what you would do if you don't go to NBA. A couple of days from now, we're going to be looking at report cards. That's one of the things we do here. And report cards determine how much you play.
You're doing good in school, you get to play in a good tournament, you got to have good grades.
If you have homework and you have practice, they make you do your homework out in the office.
We use basketball here predominantly as a tool anyway. So if you just happen to make it in the league, that's a bonus. You know, but if you don't, hey, at least you know you got that degree and you can fall right into your major.
I'll probably become a lawyer, a sports medicine doctor. I want to work on the computer system. It's just a vehicle to take you where you want to go.
We always talk to the kids about achieving other goals. So we're looking for the kid that you can really deal with, the kid that you can really talk to.
You take this little round ball and use it like you're supposed to, it could take you a long way.
You know, you could be as good as you want to be, but if you don't have that personality that we're looking for, you know, I don't care how good you are, you're not going to make it here. We do just about everything a young man needs to know, but it's up to him to take advantage of us.
So that's how the little ones are shaping up, but how are the big boys doing in the grown-up league? Let's hear the word from their playground. Defeat. It's a New York state of mind. We post-mortem the series. Can Timmy tame the Bulls? We have the first exchanges in the Eastern Finals. The MVP award is delivered to the mailman. And some wizardry in Washington. All that, plus the brightest voice in hip-hop, speaks to you for your own enlightenment and entertainment. But first, the next words you will hear come from Knicks coach Van Gundy, who is clearly in mourning after that 4-3 semi-final defeat. Who did I say mourning? So I did.
Patrick really played valiantly. You know, I know it was tough on him, not only tonight, but not playing in Game 6. I feel for him because if you've been around him every day as long as I have, you see how hard he's worked to reach his goal. And then, you know, for the 8 years I've been here, we haven't quite, you know, gotten there. And I feel for him because even though, you know, people say he doesn't have a ring and he doesn't have a championship, he is a champion.
I thought that what the NBA did wasn't wrong. Like I said, I felt that they robbed me. They robbed me of a great opportunity.
This loss, not because it was necessarily 3-1 and not necessarily because it was a suspension. We just thought we had a shot to win a championship this year, and obviously now we can't fulfill that.
So it's official, you can now call him Patrick No Ring, which means the critics and indeed Professor Lewis's choice for the classic Eastern Conference Final is no more, or as a local paper had it in Miami, Sensacional Triunfo del Heat, 95-90 I think that says. So all that was needed now was the Bulls to have a nice stretch after their long break, and as Coach Phil Jackson put it, get over the disappointment of not meeting the Knicks, which is just the kind of thing that Miami's own son of Chicago, Tim Hardaway, will need to get him right where he wants to be.
Bringing up the ball, and you're in that groove. Top of the key, it's just you and your defender, and you're lulling him to sleep, just getting him off balance, you know. I'll put it in between my legs, going left, and all his momentum is going to his right. There's nothing he can do. I'm at the basket now.
How sweet was that?
When it happens just right, there's no way to describe it. It just happens.
So Tim's set now. Let's see how he and the rest of the Heat fare against the Bulls in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. On words, it's the Professor.
Fresh off their comeback over the Knicks, the Heat were looking to snatch Game 1. Zoe said no to Jordan's flashy dash to the hole. The Bulls were down big in the early stages. Morning blew by this windy city skyscraper. The Heat led by 11 at the half. From long range, Bashan Leonard was cooler than the other side of the pillow. The Bulls made a run as Jordan used this pick to perfection.
Oh, MJ split everybody and put it in.
Pippen scored 24. Chicago pulled even.
Strong to the basket. Pretty move by Pip.
The Bulls D woke up in time for Sir Jam-A-Lot.
MJ to the basket. Got it. What a run by the Bulls, and this crowd loves it.
Chicago held the Heat to 11 fourth-quarter points. They were all over Miami like a cheap suit.
Oh, they're just stopping Miami at every turn right now, and Miami doesn't know where to go.
All set up by MJ. To Coach, lays it in.
Chicago took Game 1 in a struggle. Hey, I bet these guys are big Spearhead fans.
Now, some of you may recognise this ball from earlier in the year on 24/7. It was out on the West Coast with us, as indeed was this gentleman alongside me here, Michael Franti, Spearhead.
Yo, what's up, y'all? How you feeling?
Nice to see you again, fella. And on the East Coast, middle of an exhaustive tour, but time to talk about basketball.
There's always time to talk about hoops.
Always got to be done.
All we ever talk about.
That's right,
bus,
yeah, it's got to be done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me about, let's look at this East Coast to start with. Miami and Chicago, and you've got a particular interest there with a couple of the guys, haven't you?
Yeah, no question. First of all, Timmy Hardaway is my favorite player in the NBA, because he's, to me, is like the most lion-hearted player in the game. He's so small, but just with that crossover, he's been able to like just pick holes through any defense, anytime.
Crossover. Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
You can never discount the effect of Jordan on the league, on the world, on any particular game at any time, you know. So, you know, as Mike goes, go to the Bulls, but there's also the Dennis Rodman factor. You know,
Yeah.
when he comes in and starts popping three-pointers, it's like there's no team in the world that is going to beat the Bulls.
Under 2.5 to go in the first quarter, and Dennis Rodman hits a three.
A couple of weeks left on this US tour, and the good news is
we're coming
taking
over.
the whole charabang
That's
over to
it.
England.
We're coming over to England again. We're going to be playing in Glastonbury. We're going to be playing the show at the Astoria in London. We're going to be playing all around the UK, actually, during the summertime, and all around a lot of festivals during Europe.
And you played there a few months ago, got some good vibes.
Mm-hmm. No question, no question. I was rolling around the street in Brixton, brothers come up to me. I saw you on the NBA show, yo, and you picked the game, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So not only good tunes, but we said at
Good
the time,
betting advice,
in spite of the Warriors being your team, you are a shrewd
I'm
judge of the
terrible
game.
at the track, but I can win at hoops, you know? Yeah.
Nice one, man, and good luck on the tour.
All right,
thank you.
Thanks. Part 2 was a game for the Stone Ages. It was the lowest scoring game in playoff history. I think Fred Flintstone could have thrown a few rocks in this contest. At one point, Scottie Pippen got blocked by the rim. Hey, nobody wanted to score. In the first quarter, Dennis Rodman showed off a rare pretty move.
Rodman, no look to Judley. Judley goes hard. Pass inside by Steve Kerr. Nice move, Steve, with a runner off the glass and good. That was a pretty move to split the defenders.
In the third quarter, Miami kept it close behind some match points.
Backs it in, continues to back, baseline fadeaway jumper. That was a tough shot.
The scoring didn't pick up much, but the Bulls won the hustle points. They beat Miami to every loose ball, and Steve Kerr threw the alley-oop.
Lob for Scottie. Well, I thought that was too high. Scottie went out of the gym to get it.
Again, Chicago showed a nose for the ball.
Pip brings it to the right side with Anderson on him. Steps back for the three, short. Michael right there for the rebound, put it in.
Despite Miami's prehistoric offense, they found enough energy to pull within a point in the fourth. Chicago cooled off the Heat with a late game run.
Good cut by Scottie and a 15-footer.
Chicago goes up 2-0. Miami has to find some points at home to survive.
It was an ugly game for us. So nobody shot the ball well. We've already gave ourselves names in the locker room. I'm doo-doo, he's shit.
So the rumours were rife, but now it's official. This season's MVP has been announced, and the M don't stand for Mike.
But congratulations, Karl Malone, 1996-97 NBA Most Valuable Player.
What's up, baby boy? What's going on? How you doing? Congratulations on the MVP. First time. First time. The folks in New Orleans and Louisiana, you know, they proud of you.
Stock on a trader to the mailman, hammered up. Karl Malone up top. The mailman powers to the hoop. Bank it up. This one goes. Counted, he's fouled. Beautiful play by Karl Malone.
Get out, look, get out. I've been watching you for a long time, and I've never seen you this focused on. It's like you're not smiling, all the stuff that's coming your way. You got tunnel vision on what you got to do. Is it different for you? Are you feeling a little different?
Well, I feel a little different, but the thing about it is each got to get his own stuff ready to play. And right now, you can't have any distraction because this is right here to go to the big dance. And you got to do what you need to do for your team.
So we may be down to our final four teams, but all around the NBA, it's still busy, busy, busy. Down in Washington, for example, they've just moved out of their old arena and got themselves a less racy tag than the Bullets. Now, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's...
I know it's going to be a different adjustment and a change because some of you prefer the Washington Bullets, but
it's something that would definitely grow on all of us.
Offense is the disease, defense is the cure. Fact of life, if the other team has the ball, you can't score. Yeah, we all love to pass, dribble, shoot and score, but the better your defense, the more time you'll have with the ball. So change your mindset on what playing D means to you. If you look limp, the offensive player will chew you up and leave you standing like a spectator. Be like Gary Payton, take an aggressive stance and stay low. Dig at the ball with the inside hand and use the outside hand to stop the pass. Slide your feet and beat the offensive player to the spot they want. Watch the waist, don't watch the head or the ball. They won't go anywhere without the waist. Jump rope like a boxer to improve coordination, strength, foot speed and stamina. Practice your lateral movement by sliding across the center circle. Desire and heart is where it begins. When two players are equal in ability, the superior defensive effort will win. Are you ready to apply intelligent pressure?
If you're near London, you could join Jamie Edwards at the Mad Skills Clinic Grand Finale at Earls Court next Wednesday. If you're between 11 and 18, call 0891 33 33 48 for a chance to attend. The clinic is free, but the calls do cost, so please ask permission first. So that's it for this week's 24/7 on Raw. On Monday night, we follow the Bulls down to Miami for the Eastern Conference Final Game 3. The two teams are currently tied up 1 apiece.